In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. If we talk about our Imam Al-Mahdi's long-term life and his personality traits and our beliefs and Shia ideology, we will find too many people who reject our ideas, but will accept our convictions because their ideological values meet our faith. Our Al-Mahdi creeds as the savior in the end times meet too many religious creeds in Islamic sects. Jesus Christ in Islamic beliefs called Isa, Jesus Christ in Christian beliefs, the Messiah, a descendant of King David in Judaism, Kalki in Hinduism as the 10th and final avatar of the Lord Vishnu as their creed, Maitreya in Buddhism as the future of Buddha, Soshant in Zoroastrianism, and so on. We can infer this form from several pieces of evidences, like Shiite creeds, historical sources, and scientific theories. In the Shiite logical creeds, we believe that the Holy God never leaves his creature or kingdom without a prophet or successor. Christianity also believes in the Garden of Jesus, or the 12 apostles. In the same way, the church is choosing guardians to serve the same role. But the difference is that we believe the successor is the guardian and he is alive. And the Christians believe that their successors are dead and the guardians are the successors now. You can imagine that the guardians and successors in Judaism and Christianity mean the clerics and faith leaders roles, but in our ideology, it means the imamate. At the historical sources of people and their culture between religions and beliefs, we can find too many people who lived long-term life. Like Og, Amorite king, Bashan age was 3,600 years old, approximately in the Middle East historical sources. And the great Luqman, son of Ad, was 2,450 years old in Arabian historical books. In Christianity, Elijah is seen as a precursor to Jesus Christ, and he is mentioned in the New Testament. In Judaism, Elijah is expected to return before the coming of the Messiah, and he is traditionally invited to the Passover Seder. In Islam, Elijah was mentioned as a guardian. You can say about Dhul Qarnayn also, his identity has been the subject of various interpretations and theories. Dhul Qarnayn, his identity has been the subject of various interpretations and theories, with some scholars defining him as Alexander the Great, while others suggest he could be Cyrus or Kairos the Great, or another historical figure in our religions. The Book of Kings, called Shahnama, is by Persian language, is a long epic poem written by Persian poet Ferdowsi between 977 and 1010 century. It tells mainly the mythical and, to some extent, the historical past of the Persian Empire from the creation of the world until the Muslim conquest in the 7th century. It's about kings who rules for 1,000 years, hundreds of years, up to 150 years, and so on. And we can talk about the 7 sleepers of Ephesus. And we call them in Arabic and in Islam Ahlul Kahf. They lived for more than 300 years and slept in a cave. It tells of a group of young men who sought refuge in a cave to escape religious persecution. Holy book evidence, like Torah, the book of Genesis, Bereshit, chapter 5, in English as known as Genesis 5. This chapter contains the genealogy from Adam to Noah, listing the descendants and their age. Here in a brief summary of its contents, Adam lived 930 years and had many sons and daughters. Canaan lived 910 years. Sheath lives 930 years. And Sheath lived 912 years. Enosh lived for about 905 years. Mahilal lived for about 895 years. Jared lived about 962 years. Enoch lived about 365 years and was taken by God. Methuselah lived about 969 years. Lamech lived about 777 years. Noah, father Shem, Ham, and Joseph. In Islam, Noah has been lived for about 2,500 years, and in Quran for about 950 years, only for guiding the people to God, to believe about God. This chapter mainly emphasizes the long lifespans of early biblical figures and highlights their direct lineage to Noah. And the historical sources maybe you can find in Arabic traditional books and the historical books, like the book of Abu Hatim as-Sajistani, the centenarians, which called Al-Muammirun, and another book, The Proof of the Long Life of Imam Al-Mahdi, for Allama Al-Karajaki, and The Perfection of Religion, Shaykh al-Saduq, and too many books. These historical books and the religious book of Shia are listing too many people who lived for about more than 1,000 years. There is some scientific theories by the logical methods. It's content like long life. Its content like long life is either inherently possible or inherently impossible. Since no one has claimed the latter, the former must be true. Therefore, there is no obstacle preventing God from extending the life of his chosen one to achieve the purpose of his divine legislation. Additionally, life sciences have proven that the possibility of the extending human life exists if a person adheres to health preservation rules. The premature death of the person is not due to lack of potential, but rather due to the various factors that prevent the continuation of life. If it were possible to protect a person from these factors through medications and special treatments, their life could be extended as desired. You can look and remember the Hunza Valley is the original Shangri-La Hunza. People live along as 150 and more. And some sources of the theory of the long life or long-term life, like healthy longevity techniques, East-West anti-aging strategies by Joseph P. Howe, Materia Medica or Great Pharmacopoeia, Chinese encyclopedias clear this theology by examples. Some scientists believe that the humans have the potential to live more than 1,000 years. Aubrey de Grey, who believes humans can soon live for about 1,000 years. The idea of human living for more than 1,000 years revolves around the several cutting-edge fields of scientific research, like genetic engineering, stem cell research, anti-aging drugs, biotechnology, improved healthcare, telemore research. Can you imagine that somebody can believe the science that the learned found some creatures and germs alive by determining their age for about 1 million years? But he cannot believe that the human can saved by God to live some more years. Isn't that strange? Thank you for listening.